Hey there, I'm Jen, founder of Polistic Pole Yoga, 52 poses all on the ground, and today we're going to talk about the benefits of Polistic Pole Yoga. First, we're going to start off talking about the physical benefits. Now, just a few years ago, I weighed almost 200 pounds. I was suffering from severe Tex-Nex, mild scoliosis, and now all that has changed. I've moderated my weight. So the first major bonus of Polistic Pole Yoga is weight moderation. Now, over the last 5 years of being devoted to practicing Polistic Yoga on a regular, I went through a stage where I got sick and I lost a whole bunch of weight. And so I ended up underweight. So now, over the last few years, I have moderated my weight. So when I needed to shed some pounds, it helped me get to my ideal weight. And then when I needed to gain some more weight, it also helped me put on the muscle and make the gains that I needed to gain more weight. So wherever you're at, maybe you're underweight or overweight, Polistic Yoga is going to help you moderate to find the ideal weight for you. It's important that we have muscle mass and flexibility to stay in the best shape of our life. One thing that people in the fitness industry don't talk about enough is flexibility and mobility, and that's going to be the second best thing with Polistic Pole Yoga is that you're going to have more flexibility and more mobility. Polistic is a holistic lifestyle plus pole yoga. So when it comes to a holistic lifestyle, we take into account a lot of different things, not just being ripped like a bodybuilder. As a matter of fact, I've had bodybuilders on the pole and they were so stiff and so bound. I do not feel like they were operating at their maximum capacity because of how impacted their joints are. So just because you see somebody and they're completely ripped does not mean that they are in the best shape of their life. It doesn't mean that you have to be a stick and be so thin to be in the best shape of your life either. It's all about balance and having a space that you can show up to regularly move your body. Working out does not have to hurt. As a matter of fact, it feels really good to practice Polistic Pole Yoga, and that's why my students have an easy time showing up time and time again to move their body. So more of the positives around Polistic Yoga is focusing on that diastasis recti and a weak pelvic floor. Many of my clients are moms that have had multiple babies, including myself. And when you have multiple babies, those abdomen muscles spread apart. And even men who do like heavy lifting can have a weak pelvic floor. So weak pelvic floor is not just inclusive for women, but all people can be suffering from a weak pelvic floor. So one great thing that helps you tighten your tummy. If your tummy is bigger than your hips, then you're at higher risk for heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, and even cancer. So you want to make sure that your tummy is a little bit smaller than your hips. It helps you get that nice hourglass figure to practice Polistic Pole Yoga because we're really tuning our abs. That's a huge part of it, is just strengthening the core. Did you know that if you're a woman over 65 and you fall and you break a hip, then your rate for mortality greatly increases? So one way that Polistic Yoga helps is to help you be stronger to help prevent the fall, and then it also helps you repair after. One of my students had a total hip replacement, and she used Polistic Pole Yoga to help her regain the strength, and she said that if she would have found Polistic Pole Yoga 10 years before, then she wouldn't have had to have the total hip replacement. And this was a registered nurse that had this surgery. Another big benefit is curing that posture. A lot of people have Tex-Neck or curved backs, especially since we're in a society now where we're sitting on our devices or our computer all the time. Sitting is not natural for humans. Think about it. We sit on the couch, we sit in our car, we sit at our office, we sit at our desk. How much are you really stretching and counterbalancing the act of sitting? Polistic Pole Yoga helps counter that, and it helps give you a better posture so that you can sit up straight, so that you can feel great. There's so many physical health benefits that go along with it, including sexual function. Sometimes we can have sexual dysfunction because of the shape that our body's in, whether it's mentally or physically. Maybe we don't have the stamina. Polistic Yoga can help you increase your stamina and help increase your vitality so that you can have a healthier sex life. And that is part of Polistic, the holistic side, is having all aspects of yourself in balance and operating at their highest function. It can also help you earn more money. How many times have you wanted to maybe go for a new job, or maybe you're in sales and you need to have more sales, but you lack the confidence to do the things that you need to do? When we are confident, we just magnetize more. So I've had several of my clients make huge financial gains just by having these Polistic theories in their life. Another benefit is the emotional benefit. Have you ever been stressed or have anxiety or depression? Polistic Pole Yoga is all about balancing that energy. So maybe you're low energy. Practicing Polistic Yoga can give you a burst of energy. If you're feeling depressed, like my mentor Vera used to say, depression is energy pressed down. So Polistic Pole Yoga is going to work with those chakras on an energetic level and help bring that energy up and help you be more creative and feel better in your body. Maybe you're going through something and you're just full of anxiety. Polistic Pole Yoga is going to help bring you into your body, regulate your breathing, and bring you into the current now. And I love that saying that depression is when your mind is thinking about the past and anxiety is where you're worried about the future. So Polistic Yoga is going to bring you into the present moment and you can assimilate what's happening in your life a lot better. That's also part of the mental part that Polistic Pole Yoga helps you with, is because it helps you regulate your thinking. Remember, most actions start with thoughts. And so when we can get our thoughts aligned with our highest and best self, it's going to change our actions, it's going to change our output, and it's going to change our life. Another aspect that's really important is the spiritual aspect. Yoga in itself means union with one. Yoga was invented to prepare the body for meditation. I like to say that meditation is the act of listening. Prayer is the act of asking. So when we go into meditation, we are listening to our highest self, God, creator, whatever you would like to label it. When we have that connection with something, with source that's outside of us and inside of us, it helps us be connected to everything around us. For me, having this as a spiritual practice has changed everything in my life because this is my devotion to my creator, my devotion to God, my devotion to something that is bigger than me, that created me. It's that grandiose thing that's inside of me. It's that energy. So having that devotion can also help lower anxiety, lower stress, and help you have greater trust and faith that everything really is working out for your best good. I like to say things aren't happening to us, but things are happening for us. And when we have this spiritual practice, we can embody those philosophies a lot better. There are so many benefits of Polistic Pole Yoga. I could sit here and talk about this all day. The sessions are only 30 minutes, so it doesn't take a lot of time to get your practice in, and it really helps you feel better. I also suffer with endometriosis and PMDD, so the physical parts of it is it helps relieve cramps, helps relieve back pain. Maybe you've had an injury. A few of my students have had major back injuries, including back surgery, and it helps relieve that pain. Maybe you're locked up somewhere in your body and you can get out of that pain and get back into pleasure with Polistic Pole Yoga. And if you have any questions about Polistic Pole Yoga, you can find me anywhere on social media. Just Google Polistic Pole Yoga and you can find access to me to ask me questions and I will share, and maybe Polistic Pole Yoga can help you as well. Oh yeah, one other benefit that has greatly affected me in my life. Over a decade ago, I suffered with breast implant illness and I explanted my breast implants and it helped me recover from that. So recovering from surgery is really, really important. Also, polling while you're pregnant is so important because it helps prepare your body for labor. One of my students was high risk and she began polling at 20 weeks and she said she was in better shape at 38 weeks than when she began. She went into early labor. There was some complications that happened and she said she was calmer than everybody else in the room because she was practicing Polistic Yoga in her mind. That's what I teach my students to do. Just like when I would go to the dentist and I would have anxiety in my mind, I would close my eyes and I would see myself at the pole and I would feel like I was there, and it helped me overcome that anxiety for going to the dentist. There's so many benefits, and that's why I show up to share this solution every day, is because it's something that really works. And in our culture, we really need solutions that work. I post tutorials weekly here on this network to help you live your best life. I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste at the pole.